Okay, I wanted to go over the electrical system real quick. Here's your panel, BATT, your battery. It's currently full. That's because I have it plugged in, what they call shoreline. So it's just plugged into a wall outlet. Obviously, if I was in here, we're running the air conditioner or the fans or anything, you know, make sure to shut this off and not be cooking with the microwave or anything when you unplug this. Make sure all the power's done, and normally you'd bring the slide and everything in as well. So here's the two generators, and these are running watts 1600 with starting watts of 2000. I went this route because it's easier to haul these around than one huge one where it'll take two guys and a dog to pick them up to put them in the back of your truck. Another thing too, these must be kept in the tow vehicle. They should never ever be left in the camper because of fumes, and obviously people are sleeping in there. So there is part of the rental contract that it's a $200 fee if you know, the generators are found to be in there, because we have to, you know, clean it and all that kind of stuff. So let's go over how this works. Obviously, if you're using shoreline, which again just means you're plugged into a normal outlet, this is a 110 for my big diesel pusher. And it's, I don't know if you can see back there, I actually have a 50 amp that I had an electrician install. So let's see. Okay, so we have this cable here, which is a 30 amp to a 110. This is your 30 amp here. We also have a surge protector, so it'll diagnose and make sure that you're not on some bad power. You go to a campground, you could get a spike, it could fry the whole electrical system, fry your phones, so on and so forth. You can get away with just using this red one, not using this protector, but then you run the risk of damage and everything. So it's worth the $150 for this thing to protect everything you have. Pretty simple. You have this ring here, and you pull that out. Now if you look, you see that little notch right there. It's on this one right there. So when you put this in, if I can hold my camera at the same time, you'll seat it so it's nice and tight, and then you'll just gently tighten the ring down. And then it's nice and tight. For your generators, you want them at least, I think code is 20 feet or something like that. So I'm doing it right next to the camper because just here in my driveway is a demonstration, but you'd normally want to have it as far out as possible. You could even have the exhaust part, which is in the back. Obviously probably face it away from your camper just so it's less noise. So what you want to do, I have this cable. This is what connects both of these together. I keep them just tied up, you know, because this cable is $60 just so we don't accidentally lose them. You'll see these two little holes here. It doesn't matter how you do it. I'm going to plug this one in here. And then what you want to do is, this is in the off position, which is how you want to transport it. You'll turn this to on. Now you're getting air in there. Turn that one to on. Down here, you'll see the on red button. This is an eco mode. If you don't need as much power, you can play with that and see if you need it or not. You want to turn this so you're getting full power. So that's your on right here as well. So your on switch, this has to be on, that has to be on. There's your pull switch. Here's your throttle if it's a cold start. Here's your breaker right here. So what I'll do is that's on. Give it a couple of pulls. Let's make sure. I just put gas in these. So I'm going to pull the throttle. I'm going to put it in eco mode. It's a little softer. I'm going to come over. The same thing here, on. Turn this on. Switch that on. Pull the throttle. They're both running. And it doesn't matter where you plug this in. You can go into the 110 right here. See how it all lights up? Tells everything's good. Or you can plug the 30 amp. Again, it really doesn't matter. And then to stop it, just hit the red button, each one of them. And then to store them, turn it to off, turn that to off, that one to off, that one to off. Unplug your cable, just loop it through there, just so we don't lose it. If you're gonna go hiking or go walking away, whatever, there is a key on your keychain for this lock. You loop it through this one, and most people will use, which we don't allow pets, but it does have a leash latch. So you hook it up to there, slide them under so they're out of the elements and all that, and that way you're safe. As a rule of thumb on power, you'll be able to run the slide. You'll want to turn off the AC because that'll use a lot of juice. Just get that slide back in, and then you'll want to run then you can turn the AC back on. You cannot run the microwave and the AC at the same time. It just takes too much power. Turn the AC off, do the microwave. When it's all done, turn your AC back on. Let's see. We do have it equipped, which I have the cover on it, with two 6-volt batteries. So two 6-volt batteries connected is actually stronger than one 12-volt battery. It allows you to run 3 times longer, from my research, than using 12-volt batteries. And I think this is locked. Yeah, anyways, there's a solar control panel in there, and it does have solar panels on the roof as well. I had one couple that used it for 4 days and never had to run the generator, but they were not running the AC because AC cannot be ran without being plugged into the wall or to your generators. And the same is true for your microwave. Everything else can just be run off the batteries. So any questions, let us know.